I gave up medical school for my wife, but she lied about our daughter for 15 years. So I spent years taking everything from her. I got accepted into Johns Hopkins Medical School at 22, and by 24 was top of my class. I lived life destined to become a neurosurgeon, but then an angel named Rachel came into my life. We met at a coffee shop near campus and started hanging out. The more we did little things like study together, the more I fell for her. The thing was, I knew that due to my 100-hour weeks and residency ahead, I couldn't give her the relationship she deserved. But I was so in love by that point, I vowed to make it work. For her, I started cutting back on studying, missing optional lectures, but life decided to test me just when things were going well. One night I got a call that changed everything. Rachel was in the hospital. She'd collapsed at work. I rushed there, and the doctors told me she had a severe kidney condition that would require extensive treatment. She needed someone to care for her full time during recovery. It didn't take much thought on my end. The supposed love of my life needed me, so I took a leave of absence from medical school. What stung the most was my parents' disappointment when they found out. However, I knew I was making the right choice. After 3 months of caring for her, Rachel gave me a piece of news that forever altered the course of my life. I was 24, and it was the day she was finally cleared by doctors when my girlfriend Rachel sat me down. She explained that she was pregnant, and it was mine. She told me she was nervous about having a baby while recovering, but really wanted to keep the child. The timing meant I couldn't return to medical school. She'd need support throughout the pregnancy and after. That was the day I gave up my dream of becoming a doctor for good, turning my back on the future I'd worked toward since high school. I proposed to her soon after, and she said yes. I pivoted to healthcare administration, using my medical knowledge in a 9-to-5 job that let me be home for my family. When my daughter Emma was born, it was the most intense day of my life. Rachel had complications from her kidney condition. She went into distress and needed emergency intervention. She was in the hospital for weeks, but eventually made a full recovery. She finally came home, and I catered to her every need until she was at full strength. When Rachel started feeling like herself again, Emma became my world. I wanted her life to be everything mine could have been. I wanted to give her every opportunity. I saved enough money to move us to a good school district, bought a house near the best public schools, and I was her biggest supporter. I made sure Emma excelled academically, got her tutors when needed, and always made sure I was the perfect husband. As the years went by, I became a hospital administrator. My sister, who I considered my best friend, became a pediatrician, living my dream, and my relationship with my wife seemed stronger than ever. I made sure I stayed informed about medical advances, but Emma started pulling away. Since she turned 13, she became distant. She didn't want me helping with her science homework, avoided me when I asked about her interest in medicine, seemed uncomfortable during family dinners. It hurt me, and Rachel saw it. She told me that she's a teenager and that I should give her space. I wanted to show her how much I loved her, so for her high school graduation gift, I planned to surprise her with a college fund I'd been building since she was born, enough to go to any medical school she wanted without debt. I needed her social security number for the account transfer. I went to our files to get her birth certificate and other documents. That's when I noticed something that made my blood run cold. Emma's blood type on her birth records was AB positive. I was O negative. Rachel was O positive. It was biologically impossible for us to have an AB positive child. I drove to 3 different labs over the next week, getting DNA tests done under fake names. Every result was the same. Emma wasn't my biological daughter. The timeline hit me like a truck. Rachel must have already been pregnant when she collapsed at work. Her kidney condition that made me drop out of medical school? I pulled her medical records through my hospital connections. She never had kidney disease. She had morning sickness. I dug deeper. Found out she'd been having an affair with her ex-boyfriend John, who was now a successful surgeon in California. The same career I gave up. He had a wife and 3 kids. No idea Emma existed. Rachel had chosen me